Hey guys, it's me Trevis with PlayerProps.ai, and this is what we're playing today. So what we're locking in. So over last week, we did finish strong with having the last three shows having the cover athlete hit. So we're on a 3-0 streak, hoping to continue at today. Today, for the first time in a long time, there's only one sport available. We don't have any WNBA today. There's no NBA. The finals start on Thursday. There's no NHL. We had the Edmonton Oilers last night clinch their Stanley Cup bid. So yeah, all we have today is MLB, which of course is what we're locking in on today's show. If this is the first time you're tuning in, welcome to the PlayerProps.ai YouTube show. We do this Monday through Friday, where we kind of use this show as an education piece, teaching you how to lock in plays or how to find optimal plays by using PlayerProps.ai. Now, if you're watching the show and you haven't done anything else regarding PlayerProps.ai before, we strongly recommend, if you want to start losing less of your bets, that you do what we call the bare minimum. Now, again, the bare minimum is that you do three things, and they cost you a collective amount of $0. Step one is subscribing to this YouTube channel and turning your notifications on. Now, when you do that, every time we have a new video come up, you're the first person to see it, so you can see the lines, you can see the education, and you can lock in stuff before anybody else, and before the lines move. So that's step one. Step two is creating your free PlayerProps.ai account. The site that you see behind me here is free to sign up for. There's a lot of stuff we offer for free as well. You just go to PlayerProps.ai and create an account, simple as that. Now, when you do create an account and you do log in, you're going to see there's if you're on desktop anyway, right above me, you see where it says Discord. Click on that to join the Discord, or if you're on your mobile device, it's going to be on the bottom menu. Tap on that, join the Discord, follow the steps in the gain access channel to sync your account. That's how you open up the channels to chat with all of the 14,000 other people that are there, which they work around the clock, 24/7, 365 with each other to find the most optimal plays, of course using PlayerProps.ai. So we're doing MLB today because, like I said, it's the only sport we have. And we always like to do strikeouts as our preferred stat, because if this is the first time you've watched anything MLB related on this channel, I have strong confidence in the AI's ability to predict strikeouts for MLB more than any other stat. So that's why we're doing it, because why not? Right off the bat, the person on top, Kyle Gibson, versus the Houston Astros. Before we say anything, before we click on anything, we do what we call the trifecta check. This trifecta is specific to MLB strikeouts. So when I'm mentioning we're looking for this, this, and this, that doesn't mean you apply that to every stat for every sport. This is specific to MLB strikeouts, and it's worked wonders for us. We've all profited an insane amount since MLB started using this metric. So the first thing we look for is the percentage difference, which is this value here, is the percentage difference higher than 10? 31 is higher than 10. So that's a check. The second thing we check for is the projection, which is what the AI is saying this player should get based on the model and all the millions of things that get plugged into it, is the projection at least 1.0 higher than the line. So the line is 3.5, the projection is 4.6, that's 1.1 different. Yes, 2 for 2. The third thing we check is, do the sportsbooks agree with the player going over or under whatever we're looking at? So because we're looking at overs right now, the sportsbooks, yes, they agree, because it's minus 154. And if you're not sure what that means, we show it to you right here. Minus 154 means they have a 60.63% implied chance to hit. So that means the sportsbooks are favoring the same side. So 3 for 3, Kyle Gibson does fit the trifecta check. So he did not hit this. He hooked on Boston and Baltimore, but aside from those, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, he's done it in, 5 of his last 7. He also hooked in this one as well. So he's getting multiple strikeouts. He's hooked 3 times in his last 10. And this 4-13 game against Arizona, he just had a dud and only got 2. So I'm pretty okay with locking Kyle Gibson in because of that. Now we take a hop, skip, and a jump down here to Tyler Anderson. Also has a 3.5K line. Let's do the trifecta check. Is the difference higher than 10%? Yes. Is the projection, the AI, at least 1.0 different than the line. So 4.45 and 3.5 is a 0.95 difference. So it doesn't necessarily trigger that check, but it's awfully dang close. It's about as close as you can get, pretty much. 0.95 is about as close as you can get to 1.0. So we'll like maybe still keep that. Anyway, going to the third part of the trifecta check is the sportsbooks agreeing with this player going over, which is what we're looking at. So you see up here in the top right, it has the O toggled. That means we're targeting players that have a good chance to go over based on all of the metrics and all the stuff we plug into this. If you click on the O or the U here, that'll show you the players that are most likely to go under. So you can toggle which ones you like toggling. You can toggle both. You can go back and forth. But that's how this works here. So all of these are going to be sorted by the best ones to go over, which is why you keep seeing all this stuff here. So yeah, so he's 2 for 3 on the trifecta check with a asterisk because 0.95 is pretty close. But I do really like these green things here because he's hit this in 100% of his last 5, in 80% of his last 10, and 83% on the season. So like, you see, there's a lot of greens. But the last 4 games, he's essentially what I call bubble covered, where he has done the bare minimum to hit this line. So he needs 4. Of course, you need 4 strikeouts to that 3.5 line, and he's gotten exactly 4 in his last 4 games. And then he got 5, and he had 6, he had 7, so he had 7, 6, 5, and 4 for 4 for 4. But that's still pretty good. I mean, he's covering it, so it's not like he's not hitting it. It's just he's not going crazy. He's not hitting like 7s all the way around. Because if he was doing that, then he wouldn't be at a 3.5 line. So I don't hate Tyler Anderson. Let's see what we got here. We're gonna go one more down to Nathan Eovaldi. Quick trifecta check. Yes, 10. 0.9 difference, not a true trifecta on the difference between the AI and the strikeout. The sports books do agree. He did not get this against Arizona. It looks like everybody's having their dud game is against Arizona apparently. But he got 8, 8, 6, 8, 8. I mean, this is a little different than the last guy we just looked at, because when he's covering, which of course is why strikeout line's at 4.5 and not 3.5. So I actually don't hate any 3 of these. Now, how this works is this is not, so again, I want to recap. This is not a picks channel, or my company is not a picks company. You are not tuning in to get picks. You are not signing up for premium, getting full access to premium to get picks. This is education. So I'm teaching you how to use this. So when you sign up tonight for premium, once you see all of these things hit like they did yesterday, when you sign up for premium, it is you applying how did Trevis, how did the CEO, the founder of this company, use this tool for MLB strikeouts so that I can use this tool so I can also be successful on my own using PlayerProps.ai. So that's what we're doing the show for Monday through Friday, because we know that we're constantly getting new eyeballs because we're growing at such an exponential rate, because this is one of the coolest research apps on the planet. And so we know that we're getting new eyeballs, so I'm constantly having to mention this. If you only tune into the show solely to get picks, that you are not going to be a profitable bettor. You're not going to win in the long run. You're shooting yourself in the foot, and all you're doing is lighting money on fire. You have to, what we say, hashtag apply yourself. Now, what that means is that you're taking the knowledge I'm giving you, and you're actually applying it to your own research. So tomorrow, if we don't do MLB tomorrow, we're going to have WNBA tomorrow. But if you like MLB and you want to do MLB strikeouts, upgrade your account, sign up for premium, and apply what I just taught you in today's show for tomorrow's MLB games. So just apply yourself. Get in the Discord, get this, upgrade your account, and just do this. And if you want to do NBA, there's plenty of NBA shows we've done before MLB season started. You can go back and watch those. How did Trevis use the NBA tools to find winning NBA props? How did Trevis use the MLB tools? So by the time the year is done, we're going to have episodes for every sport that we offer. Because, we got NFL and college football coming in August. We have EPL, or soccer in general, coming, I think, at the end of July. So we're going to be doing stuff for that as well. So just make sure that you're taking the stuff that I'm saying and you're not just like tuning me out and just fast forwarding, saying, okay, what is he locking in? Because you're not going to win. And then you're gonna, if let's say like something doesn't hit, or let's say they all don't hit, and you're like, oh man, this show sucks. Well, if that's the case, then you didn't apply yourself. So you suck. Don't suck. Apply yourself. Take the knowledge, use it for the research. When you use PlayerProps.ai, you know exactly what you're doing, and that is why we have 14,000 people on Discord who are winning every single day. And you're like, that's impossible. They can't win every single day. Get in the Discord, look at the screenshots channels. There's screenshots dropped every single day because there are people that are applying themselves. So that being said, lock in these. You can lock in the 3. Oh, something else I was going to mention as well. You're not just coming in, and if you're locking the stuff in, you're not just doing a 3-pick parlay. You're doing individual single bets. Kyle Gibson, single bet. Tyler Anderson, single bet. And if you want to, Nathan Eovaldi, single bet. Single bet them. That's where your 80. That's where your 20/80 of your 20/80/20 rule comes into play. And the last 20 of the 20/80/20 rule, sure, 3-pick parlay. But if you're not doing the 80%, again, you're not listening and you're shooting yourself in the foot. We have people that are still shooting themselves in the foot, which is why I have to repeat this every episode. There are people who are not listening, and then they're losing, and they're saying, how are the other people in Discord winning so often? Because they hashtag apply themselves. Good luck, guys. We'll see you tomorrow.